Did you know YNW Melly's new judge said in court that he wants the rapper released from jail because when YNW Melly walked into the courtroom looking angry, he quickly began to smile once talks of a bond release started. It was shared, Melly has to make an informed decision about who he wants his lawyers to be. He's now been sitting in our jail for 2,159 days, leaving everyone, including Melly, extremely surprised.
No, but let me repeat myself. Mr. Devins has to make an informed decision about who he wants his lawyers to be. He's now been sitting in our jail for 2,159 days. So, how long would you like to be able to make that decision?
I can't determine when the investigation will be over. That's up to the Broward Sheriff's Office, but I can, as I said, I'm just asking for a week. And then I'm asking for at least a day or two.
You would decide by tomorrow. I've also reserved all of tomorrow.
As the judge could not believe Melly's been sitting in jail for over 2,100 days without a conviction, telling the prosecutors, "Give us a reason why Melly shouldn't be free by tomorrow or I'm releasing him on a bond." Sadly, the following days it would then be announced YNW Melly's ex-girlfriend Mariah Hamilton, the daughter of state witnesses Felicia Holmes, was arrested while re-entering the country on Sunday afternoon, January 26. She has been booked and detained in Miami County. She expected to not receive a bond as a warrant was already issued for her during the first trial. Hamilton is expected to be questioned about claims of witness tampering and whereabouts, as Mariah has been on the run ever since before the original YNW Melly trial. The feds have many questions because she knows the literal truth of what happened to Sack Chaser and Juvie.
Mariah Hamilton is spending her first day at the Broward County Jail. She has no arrest record until now. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested her at Miami International Airport Monday after she arrived on an international flight. Court records show Hamilton was ordered to testify in Demon's first trial in 2023.
As the feds would investigate Mariah's iCloud while she was on the run, and they noticed suspicious activity relating to YNW Melly, forcing her to not testify in the trial, which is known as witness tampering. This carries a life sentence in prison regardless if Melly actually took out Sack Chaser and Juvie.
Filing 6 new charges against Demons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction.
The feds would then start investigating on Mariah, with people around her hometown asking for a lot of questions about her, hoping that Mariah may have gossiped to some of her closest friends about what happened to Sack Chaser and Juvie, but YNW Juvie's father, he didn't trust them, so he did his own investigating, asking the streets and the fathers in the hometown about what happened to his son, and he knew everyone, which is how he learned the code words that Melly used against Mariah to make her not testify against him in trial, which is the same code words the feds found in her iCloud.
There was this kind of crazy way that Melly was communicating. He wasn't allowed to use the phone, but he was passing notes to people, and then this person's calling this person and then that person.
Saying like to me, they going through extreme measures, try to cover up or convince people not to testify, like Mariah mom. They was using code words like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's baby mom. And
if found guilty, YNW Melly will be sentenced to life just for witness tampering alone. But this actually answers the very important question of why is Melly treated so poorly inside a jail? Let me explain. An interview from Melly's mother made the claim that he hasn't been allowed to use a phone or even look at his own mail inside a jail. This is illegal and is also a good reason as to why Melly should be released from jail.
My son has not been convicted of anything. And even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to just to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
But if the evidence is true that YNW Melly was using jail phones to commit witness tampering, that's why they have not allowed him to use the phone anymore. They also wouldn't just keep him off of the phones if it was just a hunch. The feds, they 100% have hard-hitting evidence against Melly that he was witness tampering, which made Jamie King end up revealing on an interview she feels absolutely heartbroken for her son. She feels helpless because he's not even being treated like a human on the inside.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life. As a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
This, however, got a lot of media attention as Charleston White would react, sharing that this is what YNW Melly's life should be like inside a jail. He shouldn't be getting special treatment, and like the video if you agree.
Even the YNW Melly, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated, homie. Homie, when you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing about being mistreated when you done chose to play somebody.
As we would then even see Boosie react to what Jamie King has been going through with her son sitting inside a jail.
She real, bro. You know, she real.
She's stressed out. I heard she had a...
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman.
But it sadly got even worse as YNW Melly's partner, YNW Bortlen, also got arrested. He drew out on a piece of paper where all the jurors in Melly's original trial sat, as it would read, "Here are the images of alleged notes discovered during the home raid of YNW Bortlen," where Bortlen details where certain jurors were sitting with a description of what they looked like.
Melly's co-defendant YNW Bortlen was booked into a Miami jail Monday night and is being held behind bars on an out-of-county warrant. We just confirmed the warrant is out of Broward County for witness tampering. The warrant obtained by Law and Crime Network states as follows. On or about April 10, 2023, continuing through and including July 22, 2023, Cortland Henry, aka Bortlen, along with others, did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward another person with the intent to cause or induce them to withhold testimony. The warrant continues the alleged witness had been summoned by the legal process to the jury trial of Jamel Dimmons, aka YNW Melly. The dates in the warrant are important. Jury selection for Melly started in mid-April, and a judge declared a mistrial on July 22nd, the same day the warrant claims Bortlen allegedly tampered with the witness.
This is extremely illegal, as the jurors are meant to be hidden in case of any revenge. If Melly was sentenced to life in prison, Bortlen could have given the piece of paper of what they looked like to some gang members to go get revenge, as academics even said.
To keep it real, this is sloppy. Bortlen, how the f you gonna have the notebook of the jurors in your house? Holy sh! Like, come the f on! It's like doing a and having the surveillance tape in your DVD player or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro! Like they raid your crib and the surveillance footage of the is in your DVD player. They be like, oh, okay, thank you, brother. This can't be at your crib.
However, to help out YNW Melly's chances of being released, his lawyers brought up this evidence from the original trial, where Melly was texting his ex-girlfriend Mariah in real time when the crime was going down, when he was running away from the alleged drive-by, texting her the entire time, then hiding into a bush.
That would be the part where he's saying that someone just shot the car up and was trying to shoot him. So I asked him if he was okay, where he was, and he's like, there's a car coming behind him, like hiding. He was like, there's some, yeah, he's like, yeah, there's some, I think they're still out here or something. So I'm like, are you okay? He's like, I'm okay. I said, well, where are Sack and Juvie? And he said, I don't know if they're in the car. I think they're...
Proving that YNW Melly was being chased by a car with rival street members in it, but also in the Melly trial was prosecutors admitting there was never a firearm even found, which does favor the likelihood of it being a drive-by.
So the first thing is I didn't have a firearm, so I can't know which firearm I'm going to use in order to replicate any of my tests. So I can't make tests for this determination because I don't know what firearm was used.
Okay.
But with the retrial taking over a year, the prosecutors continued their investigation on YNW Melly, to which they had a great defense against his lawyer's evidence, where they would end up revealing to the new judge YNW Melly was very close friends with late King Von leading into his arrest. A rogue O-Block member shared a secret that Melly told Von, where Melly was asking King Von for advice on how to handle a situation where your two best friends are coming after you for financial gain.
Did Von really tell you that Melly told him that he was two friends?
He ain't come out and say, like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, if you know, when people could say something without saying it. And so he told me, like, once I posted what I posted, Von was mad at me. Bro, why you put up there, bro? Walk the bam. I'm like, you sitting up here, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said, them was trying to extort him. And so I'm like, if they was trying to extort him, then why are you still around them?
As the name YNW is not only an alleged street team, but it's also a registered business, where Melly and Bortlen would perform concerts, sell merch, and do promos for money. That money would then be funneled through the YNW business account, to which the 4 YNW members of Sack Chaser, Juvie, Melly, and Bortlen all took a 25% split each. However, Melly and Bortlen did not want to give up a percentage anymore for two people that aren't even doing any work. So you can likely guess the advice King Von would have given Melly to handle it if you know anything about the backstory of King Von. This was the missing piece of evidence the prosecutors missed during the original trial, which is what was the motive. But when you pair this with the evidence found on Melly's phone, this is where it gets bad, where he sent a text message hours after the crime admitting to it.
The PC Gambino account asked him if he was okay, and his response was, "I did that," and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02 from Eastern Standard Time. The YNW Melly count says what?
After that, SHHHH.
But also found on Melly's phone was his emotional reaction, where he would save a video from somebody's Facebook Live of him and Bortlen dancing in a parking lot only 6 hours after the crime was done, recording a new music video. But you tell me in the comments if this seems like someone who is upset about his two best friends passing away.
Melly still turned regardless of what happened this early morning. He's still out here being very positive. Turned still. Hey! The dog still turned regardless of what happened. You already know.